Good day, everyone. I am Lara Kaina D. Murada and I will be your discussant for today. I will be tackling about test specifications and criterion reference assessment by Fulcher and David. A quick overview about the introduction to assessment in education. So, assessment in education plays a fundamental role in tracking and enhancing student learning. It involves systematically collecting, analyzing, and interpreting data about students' knowledge, skills, attitudes, and progress. Assessments help educators determine how well students are meeting learning objectives and provide valuable feedback for instructional improvements. Assessments can take various forms, such as written tests, oral exams, practical tasks, and performance based evaluations. So, what is the importance of test designs and evaluation? So, a well designed test ensures fair and accurate assessment. Poorly made tests can mislead results, affecting student progress. To be effective, tests should have clear questions, appropriate difficulty, and align with learning goals. Evaluating tests checks their validity, reliability, and fairness. Regular reviews help keep assessments accurate and relevant. So, what is a test specification? So, test specifications are detailed plans that outline how a test should be designed and structured. These serve as a blueprint for creating assessments, ensuring that tests are clear, organized, and aligned with learning objectives. Just as blueprints help architectures build a strong and functional structure, task specifications help educators create fair and effective assessments. Now, there are few purposes of test specifications. First is ensuring alignment with learning goals. So, ensuring alignment with learning goals means making sure that a test is designed to assess the specific content and skills that were taught in the curriculum. Test specifications outline exactly what should be measured, ensuring that every question reflects the learning objectives. This ensures that the test is focused on what students are expected to learn, making it a valid measure of their understanding. Second, providing consistency and structure. Providing consistency and structure means that test specifications define how the test should be organized, including the types of questions such as multiple choice, essays, or true or false. They also ensure that the test is balanced by covering various topics and difficulty levels so that all areas of the curriculum are assessed fairly and consistently. This structure helps create a well rounded and equitable test. Lastly, improving fairness and reliability. Improving fairness and reliability means that test specifications help create a fair test by ensuring questions are clear, relevant, and free from bias. They also maintain reliability, which means that different versions of the test will measure the same skills in the same way, ensuring consistent results across various administration of the test. This helps guarantee that the test is both accurate and equitable for all students. Next, we have the key components of test specifications, which are content coverage, question types, difficulty level, scoring guidelines, and time allocation. So, content coverage outlines the topics or skills that will be assessed on a test, while question types specify the formats of the questions, such as multiple choice, short answer, or essays. Difficulty level ensures that the test includes a range of questions from easy to challenging to assess varying levels of understanding. Scoring guidelines explain how answers will be graded, ensuring consistency and fairness, while time allocation specifies the amount of time students have to complete the test. These components together help ensure a fair, structured, and well balanced assessment. So, what's the importance of test specifications? So test specifications are crucial because they document the decisions made during test design. They act as a record, making it clear how the test was structured and why certain choices were made. This transparency helps ensure the test is aligned with learning objectives. And they also provide validity, meaning that test measures what it's supposed to measure. Me, when test specifications are well planned, they show that the test was created with purpose and thoughtfulness. Finally, test specifications are central to test development and improvement. They guide the creation of the test and are used to assess and improve it over time, ensuring that future assessments are more effective and reliable. So there are two types of tests where specifications are used. First is the criterion reference assessments. So criterion reference assessments are designed to measure a test taker's performance against a specific set of standards or criteria, rather than comparing the results to other test takers. The focus is on whether the test taker has achieved a certain level of proficiency in a given skill or knowledge area. These tests are used to determine if individuals have achieved predefined learning outcomes, not to rank them against each other. So, an example of this is a student might take a math test assesses whether they have mastered specific skills such as solving algebraic ex- equations based on a set benchmark. Now, the second type of test specification is norm reference test. So, norm reference tests are designed to compare a test taker's performance to that of others in a group, rather than evaluating whether they meet a specific standard. The goal is to rank individuals based on their performance and place them in relation to a larger population. This type of testing helps to differentiate students based on their abilities, providing a way to rank and classify them. So, for example, a standardized college entrance exam like the CSUAT is a norm reference test. It doesn't measure whether a student meets a specific standard of knowledge, but instead compares their score to the performance of other test takers. Students who score higher are ranked above those who score lower, allowing schools to assess a student's relative position among test takers. Now let's proceed to the generative blueprint concept. So Davidson highlights the importance of test specifications by comparing them to a factory producing machine parts. Imagine a factory making car engines. Each engine must meet the same standards to function properly. So test specifications help mass produce test questions that remain fair and consistent. So similarly, test specifications ensures fairness and consistency when creating multiple versions of a test, especially for large scale exams like national test. They act as a blueprint, guiding the development of questions and ensuring all versions are comparable in different contents and difficulty. Without these specifications, it would be difficult to create reliable tests that measure the same skills across many students. So, in conclusion, test specifications are crucial for creating valid, fair, and reliable assessments. They ensure consistency, particularly in large scale exams, by providing clear guidelines for test development. These specifications are important for both criterion reference and norm reference testing, as they help maintain a standard of measurement and ensure accurate comparisons. Like a factory's production process, test specifications serve as blueprints, guiding the creation of each test version. Without these specifications, tests would likely to be unfair, inconsistent, and unreliable, failing to accurately assess students' abilities or knowledge. That's all. Thank you for listening.